This does exactly one thing. It shows 3 of my book highlights at a time, toggle the switch, 3 more, no apps, no notifications, no browser. Partly by design, but mostly because I don't know how to put a browser on it. It's an e-ink screen with an ESP32 microcontroller built into it. So there's one board, $40, nothing to wire. I have 36,000 highlights saved up over about like 15 years, and I'll visit them every once in a while during the year, but not often enough. David Senra is the creator of the Founders Podcast. From the outside, his job looks obvious. Read a biography every week and talk about it. But the part that makes it work is underneath. He goes through his old highlights for hours to build connections between ideas. No one sees that part. That's the practice. He's got a lot of biographies in his highlights, I'm guessing. And here's what's in mine. Some design books, some science fiction, an embarrassing amount of self-improvement, underlining advice about focus, discipline, doing hard things first. And it's not the genre that's embarrassing. It's mostly that I've read so much of it and applied so little. I have my highlights in Readwise, so the obvious move is to open Readwise and review them there. But why do the direct thing when I can export them as a CSV file, buy an e-ink display, start a new project? The stakes are, fortunately, pretty low. The screen was pretty cheap, so if it doesn't work, I'm out $40 in a few hours. The wider stakes are that my focus seems to be disappearing, so I'm looking at ways to improve that. My attention goes wherever the phone points it. The problem is too much screen time. I'll solve it with another screen. Step 1, get it to turn on. That was genuinely as far ahead as I was thinking. I didn't know if I'd need a breadboard, a soldering iron. I ordered it without knowing whether the USB-C port was for data or just power. Luckily, it was both, so it lit up with a demo already loaded, which felt great until I realized, this is just someone else's Hello World. I came across some sample Python code to initialize the display and read enough to know the first step would be to flash it with MicroPython, which I've never used. So out with whatever was on the board to begin with, and in with MicroPython, which I still know very little about. But one thing made sense. When it boots, it runs main.py. I figured that'd be enough to get started. I read that in a blog post by a stranger who also wrote the display code for the screen to initialize it, and that was all for free, so thank you to the internet stranger. Step 2, get something of mine on the screen. Instead of their hello world, I wanted to replace it with mine, which was dumber. It wasn't even text. I was just going to make an image that says hello world. I did that in Figma and then tried to push that over. And with the magic of vibe coding, I learned, it's not going to just be able to display a PNG, so it made this .bin file that was then able to display. Good enough. And the loop was closed. I changed a file on my laptop to change what the object in my hand was showing. Next, I was thinking, it would be cool to have workouts displayed on here. So instead of creating an app or anything for that, I just made another image of the current workout plan that I'm doing. It didn't do anything. It's just an image. So kind of exactly the same thing as the hello world. Eventually, I hope to do something with that, but it's a good process to follow. Build something manual, figure out how to automate it, or build something to display static data before then replacing it with dynamic data. Step 3 was to make something real. Readwise allows you to export book highlights as a CSV. I exported mine and it was 16 megabytes, 36,000 rows. The board has onboard memory that is 8 megabytes. So at first I was going to delete 3/4 of it and then be able to fit it on there. 9,000 highlights, boot it, and there they were. So I had 2 highlights from my highlights displayed on the screen, but I wanted to make a quick revision. I remembered that there's a micro SD slot, so I found a spare micro SD card to hold the full 16 megabyte file. So all the highlights were in my hand. And then I wanted to fix the layout. It was kind of using the space inefficiently and there was all this white space. So I wanted to also have this vertical layout. So back to Figma, quick layout update, and then push that again. And I think overall that has been the big shift with vibe coding. If I had tried to do this project before, it would have just been like dead end. And maybe I would have just quit there, but dead end, dead end, dead end. now it's easy enough to get past a dead end to a place where it actually feels fun and feels productive, where I can have an idea, try it out, have some improvement to it, and continue to iterate. Did I learn Python? No. But I learned to get an idea from a sketch to something running on a microcontroller. So I'll take it. What's left is it has to live on a USB cable right now. There is this port for a battery, so I ordered one. Then there are, as I keep mentioning, like tens of thousands of highlights, but it really is like this fire hose that isn't that great all the time to page through, even 3 at a time. So I'd love to curate different subsets of the highlights. Maybe it's the last 30 days, so it's just more recent highlights, or to be able to dive into a single book and read all the highlights from the book, or just go through and then tag it by genre or something like that. Beyond this project, I'd love to do something with that workout screen idea to show past and past workouts and then the current workout that I need to do. And I came across this manifesto from, I think it's web developers from a few years ago. It mentions something where sharing, and they mean in a blog post, but sharing is the ghost of done. A prototype often feels like an open loop, an unfinished project, but if you can share it online in some way, that is the ghost of done. That's enough done to close the loop and feel like that project is complete enough. So that's what I'm doing in this video, closing the loop for now. And thanks for checking this out. Like and subscribe. I've ordered some more displays, so I have a few more ideas to continue to try out.